One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wildcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Into the end zone, no return on that one for a touchback. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pringle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Norman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. He's got him in the flat. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Green. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenger.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Northwestern. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Pringle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Finds his big tight end. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. It's complete. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it out. It's Richard. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
fake. Floating away. Fires on the move. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen.
Rewarded for every stupid-ass fucking...
They'll mark it at the 6. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Toss sweep right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. Now it's second and goal.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the him.
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. On the ground. Not only the fourth and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Across the 25. He's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Northwestern right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to set up the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line. First and goal, Northwestern.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal.
22 water.
He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. He's looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Northwestern! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And makes the score. Texas A&M 35, Northwestern 15.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
It'll be third and long. They'll give it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
On the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Texas A&M 35.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd.
Another one.
They'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This quarterback, part of their running game.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. They'll run the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Aggies once backed up in the shadow of their own goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for it. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's O'Neal. They're setting up the screen. He's in open space downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Northwestern, 15.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown. Texas A&M.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time.
And the returner goes down. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The lone back's got it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
On the move at the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
On 4th down, going to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but
brings into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting, but they pick up the first and the drive stays alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fox. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's got an open man. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The sure hands. It's Farrell. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
1st and goal, Northwestern.
He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Running play to the left. Looking for the end zone here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown, a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Texas A&M.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance.